the one thing about watching the Patriots this year is that even if you are just casually watching, you can see a definitive difference outside of the Pittsburgh game between the talent level of the quarterbacks. I mean, that was why when they beat Buffalo and people were like pounding their chests, it's like, you can't compare Josh Allen to Mac Jones. They're different. It's almost like they're different beings.
Yeah.
Like you can't compare the two of them.
Yeah, they're not playing the same.
No, they're not playing
the same way.
They can't. The onus on Josh Allen to win football games and the things he's required to do and the things he's able to do are on such a different stratosphere than what any and that's the thing that's got to be frustrating kind of for you when you deal with some people is that they don't understand. How do they not understand that Mac Jones was so limited? And the difference between Bailey Zappi, Mac Jones, and like a Josh Allen or like a Patrick Mahomes, it's just, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see it. It just is different.
It's because of the way Mac Jones was sold, and I'll take my share of blame in that in terms of what he came out was the intelligent quarterback. The brain was his superpower, right? Like he's super accurate, and well, that makes up for the lack of physical gifts, right? He's going to think it before he throws. Like he'll get the ball there, even though the arm isn't the same. And then they managed him extremely well during most of his rookie year. Then you saw signs at the end of his rookie year, like, oh, this isn't going to work. And then obviously we know what happened in year 2. And then this year has been a complete disaster. But there's so often where you're just like, he can't make that throw.
Well, that's just
and
it.
You can't take in this league. With the athletes you're playing against, you can't take throws off the table. And with him, there's a lot of throws you're taking off. It's not just one or two. There's he can't throw it to this quadrant. He can't throw it from this side to that side. Like there's a lot of things he can't do.
Throw it to the left.
To the left. I mean, look at
the left-hand side of the field.
I mean, Zach Wilson sucks and will never be a good NFL quarterback. But if you look at the second half of that Texans game and some of the throws he made, I mean,
he's got an arm. He's got a cannon.
He can roll left and throw right. Now they're dumb throws.
Back to the middle of the field.
Back to the middle of the field. They're dumb throws across his body. But I'll tell you, the ball gets there. He's able to do it.
That's why there were some loose comparisons to Mahomes when he came out, when Wilson came out.
The Mormon Mahomes, yeah.
But the things that those guys are doing, whether it's Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes, and you could, the list is actually pretty long. You can think of like 7, 8 quarterbacks in the league right now. It's not that Mac can't do it. He would never even ever be asked to do that. It's like that's not in his DNA. That's not something he's capable of ever doing. So, yeah, in hindsight, it's like, maybe that wasn't the best pick.
Well, look at Justin Fields against the Lions. I don't know if you watched the Lions-Bears game, but Justin Fields against the Lions, I mean, Hutchinson's got him wrapped up, and then Fields takes off for 60 yards. Right. I mean, like, you just there's things that these guys could do that make it easier, a lot easier.
Right.
Well, I mean, how many times have you seen Josh Allen, forget his arm, will fit it into those tight spaces, but forget his arm. It's 3rd and 8. The play breaks down. Josh Allen runs 7 yards, puts his head down, and picks up a first down.
But it's also you have quarterbacks that have the same skill set and the same arm strength of Mac Jones that are better than him, like Tommy DeVito last night. Tommy DeVito is better than Mac Jones. He's not elusive. He can't scramble for 40 yards. And
Tommy DeVito's faster than Mac Jones. Tommy DeVito's a better athlete than Mac Jones. I think that's safe to say. I think that's very safe to say.
I'm with you, Fred.
Poof, fantastic.
I don't know that
Good for you, Mike.
I don't know that he's going to end up having much more of a career in the NFL.
No, I didn't say he's a good quarterback, but I think he's a better athlete.
Okay,
all I'm saying is it's worse than we thought about Mac Jones. People that are similar in style are still better quarterbacks than him.
Well, yeah, in the Giants game, you saw that Tommy DeVito was better than Mac Jones.
Well, the Mac Jones thing again, like just the final nail in the coffin for me this year is like he didn't play smart. Like he threw all the things out, the most important things that he could bring to the table. He would get on the field and his brain went to a different place and he did things that he wasn't. Don't do this. Don't throw the ball cross body from the right hash to the left sideline. You can't do that.
He did it twice.
And he did it twice,
in
right?
The same game.
And it was just. But there was that repetition of like just making throws that, dude, like you're not physically capable of doing that. Why are you doing it? You're doing it because you got outside of your own head there and you melted down repeatedly in week after week after week.
Right.
Yeah. It's a situation. And so you, Zappe, Going into the rest of the season, obviously Zappe's your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Is he someone that you project to be a backup quarterback, that he'll have a long career as a backup quarterback in the NFL? Is he talented enough to be that?
I think he's going to have to. So this situation is different because I think he looked at Mac all along and was like, I'm better than this dude.
Right.
So I think that's part of we talk about the relationship or lack thereof. I think there's that push and pull, like he sucks. Like I'm better than him. So I gotta sit behind this guy. Like we wouldn't be in this place if I was playing quarterback. What he's going to have to figure out though is that he's probably not a starting quarterback in this league. And if you want to be around for a long time, you got to accept that that's your job. Your job is to get the defense ready as the scout team quarterback. Your job is to help the number one guy in however way possible. Whatever he needs, you do. That's why guys like Hoyer have been in the league for, 13 years, 14 years. Like he could carve out that kind of career for himself. Absolutely. If he wants to understand like, hey, this is a good way to make a living. And I don't need to be at odds with the starting quarterback. No, I need to be his confidant, his best friend, and his eyes when I'm on the sidelines and he's on the field. Help him any way I can.
Do you think that if he was a backup quarterback on a playoff team, that he could capably fill in on a good team? He could capably fill in for like 3 weeks and win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.